This video is from Mike, and I'm sorry I didn't do it sooner, but the reason was it's to show you how the DAF setup is on the dashboard and how the DAF computer works. And I kind of thought I'll wait until I get my funky little camera. So I got my funky little camera because that way I can do this and I can show you what I'm doing and video me taping it, and then realise that actually you don't actually need to be driving for the computer to work. And I've actually set a camera up right in front of it. So sorry for the delay, mate, but I'm going to talk you through it now. So this is a DAF computer as it works. I'm going to turn this thing on now. So there's our display. So this is what we're looking at on the display. We've got the clock over here. There's your speedo. Park brakes on. That little red light comes. That little orange. There's a little orange light down there. Just about to see it. That comes on to tell you when you get in near the end of your brake. When you've got, like, you know, if done infringement, overspeed on the tacho if you go over 60, or if you're coming up to like 4¼ hours, that orange light comes on there. So that comes on here to tell you that it is time to take a break. Diesel, temperature, revs, and down on these little two bits here we've got the AdBlue, tells you how much AdBlue you've got in, and that one is the bar pressure, how much pressure we've got in the tank. So that's what you can see normally when you're doing a thing. And then we've got a little round switch over here, which you won't be able to see, but what we do is this round switch here. What do we turn? Let's turn this thing on. I'll tell you what, let's turn this thing on, and then you'll get the is it working? That's working lovely. So then you get the pizza eye view as well of what's going on here. So we've got the round switch here. Click on the round switch there. The first thing on the dash, vehicle info, fuel consumption. Click on that again. That will say on the average we're doing 12.9 miles per gallon. Average trip 13.6 miles per gallon. It's an 18 ton. They're thirsty. The next one we can go down, vehicle info, turbo pressure. That's obviously going to read 0. It normally reads around here. Oops, sorry. Yeah, it normally reads around there. There's a little camera, see? Just turn the camera on. To tell us how much pressure you got. It doesn't normally kick out an awful lot. It doesn't seem to anyway. Next one on there is the air pressure, which will tell us how much bar we've got in there. Plenty of air pressure, not a problem. But we can see that from here anyway. Next one on the vehicle, a PTO1 counter. I have no idea what a PTO1 counter is. I've never used it. I'm sure someone on the Sunday Q&A will be kind enough to let me know, and whether they ever use it or not, I've never used it. Tyre pressure. This is about as much use as concrete football, as what it on most DAFs. I think people will agree. What it does is it tells you that there's no pressure on tyres that got pressures in, because it's so sensitive. Same with the Mini, same with a lot of motors. Utterly hopeless. The way you tell the tyre pressure is kick the tyre, look at the tyre, feel the tyre, check the tyres, make sure they're okay. Feel the vehicle, look at them when you're loaded up. Are they like that, or are they nice and round? That thing, not brilliant. I wouldn't rely on it, certainly. And then back. So that's all the vehicle info. Then we've got service info. Show all warnings. You have no warnings. Very nice. Next service. This will tell you. I don't even know if Mark actually puts this one in when he does it, but I don't do my service from the computer. I do my service from my PMI checks on a blue piece of paper, and by talking to my mechanic and working out when we need services. Trip info. That will tell me how far I've done, speed, miles, stuff like that. Don't use it, don't need it. I guess if you're trying to narrow down how much money the vehicle is making, it might be handy. I've never done it. And then at the bottom you'll see settings. Now settings comes up a lot, and on settings we've got language, English. Yes, thank you very much. We'll go with English. If I put that into another language, you won't know what's going on. Alarm clock, never used it. Got one on my watch, got one on my phone rather. Set alarm clock, never used it. Home time can be home time or local time. I've got it on home time. You can set the local time. That's a clock on AM or PM. Mine is close to you see, you change down here. 1:40 PM. Actually, I didn't know that. I'm putting that there. I've always preferred analog. I didn't know I could do that. There you know, even I learn. Well, even I learn stuff all the time. Do I want it in kilometres or miles? That's it in kilometres. That's it in miles. I'm having it in miles. Exit. I prefer miles. Just the way I work. And then settings, which we've come across before, which is that comes on the bottom. That is just everything we just scroll through, and exit. And that's everything there is on the computer. So largely, don't use it a lot, to be honest with you. Mostly What we will get is when we do actually start, this will come up with miles per hour as a digital display, and when I do my settings on here, that will do that. But I could tape it. It just would be for the sake of it, it's not a thing. But mostly it's the analog display which will tell you speed here. Also my speed will be shown over here because I'll put Waze and Road Lords on, both of whom go like that. Will, let's go work location, work. Go now. So Waze will show me my speed. I don't know if you can see this on this thing here. Waze will, yeah, okay, I just told you, I'm going to work. Go now. I don't think I've got much of a signal around here, but normally there would be a little thing down there that will tell me my speed. That tells me my speed. So I've got two satellite link speeds. I've got my speed here and my speed here, which it doesn't really go up. It's just when you set it. But it has got an onboard computer. But I say with most of these motors, they've got onboard computers. How much use you actually make out of them, I don't know. Most of it you can pretty much tell yourself. So, Mike, hope that helps. Sorry, like I say, sorry it's so late coming. If I'd have known I could have done it like this, I would have done it sooner. And I hope you're all well, and I hope you're out there taking care and taking money.